Morning. We're back again. This will be another series long. This one, the L200 B40. This will be part one of a M57 swap on this one as well. Obviously, if you guys are subscribed and you're watching, you'd see that I've done my K74. Talking about that, that's been absolutely great. Been driving now for nearly 2 months. I've probably done 5,000 miles on it. It's been absolutely perfect. I've not had a single problem with it. It's fast. It's really reliable. The torque is unreal. But yeah, this is a customer's of mine, B40, or a Series 4 if you want to call it a Series 4. Got M57 here. This is a 184 motor, not a 204 like mine, but still just as good. This one here is, I'm keeping this one auto actually. I'm not going to keep this, not going to put manual box in this. It's auto originally, so for what the chap wants to do it for, it should be a cool little swap. What else have we done? Well, obviously I had this in place and I've removed it because we've obviously ran into problems again, like my one with the sump clearing the diff. Just ordered a front-facing sump. I can actually get these now if you guys need to get hold of them. I've got a supplier who can get them. He imports them from abroad. We've got one coming for this. Hopefully it'll be here tomorrow. I've already removed the rear-facing sump, which is over here. I've already removed it, obviously, because down here we're hit on the diff, where obviously the truck's been lifted and the gearbox sits so low. So yeah, we've got a sump where the bowl is like here rather than back here, so it'll clear all of this. Just saves a lot of fabrication, like dropping the diff and all like I had to do in mine. I don't want to go through all that again, and it saves the customer some money, saves him time. Obviously he wants his truck back. I've had it for a long time now. I was waiting on the adapter plate and all for it, which is actually here. I'll show you guys. So this is an M57 I don't know what the gearbox code is, but it's a B40 auto box. This is the first one ever produced in the UK. Obviously it's another test, and then obviously they'll be produced and on sale, but I shouldn't see why it wouldn't work. Obviously we've got countersunk holes here for the bolts, so obviously nothing catches. This is the starter motor hole, and then this is obviously an access hole, so you can put a socket through to do up the torque converter on the starter ring. And then if we go over here, this is custom machined BMW starter ring, and it's been machined to fit the B40 torque converter. So if I jump on in here, obviously this bolts to the back of the engine, and then as you can see, all the holes machined and line up absolutely perfect. So yeah, this is first one ever produced, like I said. God, this truck is so high. Ugh. And then if you come around here, stuff. I've had to change the spigot bush, or pilot bush as people call them. This one basically is machined to fit M57, but in the centre it's machined to fit the L200 centre spline, so obviously it doesn't get no like shaft slap. But yeah, we've whipped the sump off. Obviously the sump will be here tomorrow, which will be good because I can then crack on with this. As for mounting it and stuff, These are the original mounts. This engine's actually out of a E39 BMW, so 5 Series. So the mounts are a bit different to my ones on my engine, but basically what I've done is cut this, I think it's 8mm thick, so it's not going anywhere. 8mm thick plate, it's the same shape. And then obviously what we'll do is we'll weld tube from there, make some nice mounts for it, all in the factory locations. So not like my L200 where I cut them off and like relocated them. This will be like original factory mounting places, so it's just a drop-in, straight drop-in swap. Same as this one. This is obviously the original mount, and then this is the duplicate. As you see, bolt holes are exactly the same. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the mounting side of things. Obviously I can't make them until the sump turns up. We've got the adapter plate on and put it in the truck, and then I can suspend the engine and make the mounts from there. Other few little things I'm doing is this manifold swap, intake manifold. This is the one that came off the engine. As you can see, it's got the dreaded swirl flaps in it, and if one of these breaks and goes in your engine, it's not going to be nice, and they are quite common for breaking. So I had this manifold laying around. I think this is from an E46, this one. It's identical manifold, but obviously it's not got none of this swirl flap actuator, it's just straight inlet, so that's one thing to save the motor from breaking. It doesn't gain any horsepower or anything, it's just a maintenance side of things to make it more reliable. You don't need swirl flaps, it's just they can break and cause a bad time really. But yeah, apart from that, obviously the engine's out, just in the bay now, just prepping the engine bay a little bit. I've removed, what have I removed? The original expansion tank from here, because we're not going to be using that. All the power steering lines I've removed. Obviously the original wiring loom is up there. I need some of the plugs off it, but not all of it. I think we're going to use the factory intercooler pipe work, because it's actually in a nice place for the M57. I mean, this one here is, the turbo will be about here somewhere, so it'll be just a nice piece of pipe there. Same as this side, the inlet sits around here, so it'll just be like a 90-degree straight to this. I think obviously we're going to have to upgrade the size of the intercooler, but as for the pipes, it's in a pretty good location, which I wish my truck had that, because I had to do a lot of cutting on mine and didn't enjoy cutting my truck up, to be honest. As of everything else, it needs a bloody good clean because it's covered in mud. What else have we done? Oh, the gearbox. People are wondering what this notch is that's been cut out. I had to do this on my one, so as you can see, the original starter motor bulge is there. So we've done a few little modifications to this truck already. I did explain it in one of my old videos, but I'll just show you guys now anyway. I've swapped the throttle pedal out. You need to do this because the BMW engine won't rev if you don't do this. I don't know how good the light's going to be in here. Just clamber in here. Oh shit. I dropped the GoPro. Sorry about that. So this here is the original electric throttle pedal from the B40. We can't use this because the loom won't plug into it. So what I've done is I've bolted in a BMW electric pedal, and it pretty much looks factory in there. All mounted properly. Nice clean look. Obviously, yeah, it's auto because it's only got 2 pedals. This is the Wiseman's loom. The pedal is obviously already connected. And then we got OBD port there. This is literally the only wires it needs to run. It's like 6 wires. You got like inputs and outputs. But yeah, other than that, that's all I've done in the truck really so far. But yeah, it's nice clean look. Looks really nice. So yeah, we'll get back to it now. Now, if any of you guys are wondering what lift kit is on this, I'll just explain the lift kit. Because as you can see, it's a monster. It's huge. It's an X-Pigeon 4-inch lift. So as you can see, 4-inch pucks. These are the original ones, and then got the 4-inch puck with extended bolts in there. This wasn't the easiest of lifts to do, but it wasn't too bad. We had to extend the steering shaft. They supplied a tube for it just to extend the shaft, because obviously when you lift it, it pulls all the steering column out, so you have to extend this. I had to do the same with a lot of hoses, etc, etc. Same as the brake lines there. I need to put a mount in there. All the brake flexes I had to extend. But yeah, it's an X-Pigeon, I think that's how you pronounce it, an X-Pigeon 4-inch lift. Obviously it's not just the body, it's the butt as well. Don't know if you can see them in here. A bit muddy. And then obviously a side exit. But yeah, this thing is a beast. It's gonna be a beast. Got the snorkel on there. But yeah, it needs a bit of cleaning up. I might do a video on how to clean the headlights up, like get them like glass. So if anybody's interested in that, just let me know in the comments, and I'll do a whole video on how to get these misty lights looking like brand new again. So yeah, just let me know in the comments if you want to see that, and I'll make a video on that.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me.
So sorry it's a short video, but that's all I can really do at the moment until the sump turns up tomorrow. So yeah, we'll make that part 1 of the M57 B40 swap. It should be a good little swap, so I hope you guys are watching and are interested in this, because obviously it's another one I've never done before. But I can do it. I know I can do it. I've got pretty much all the parts here now for it, apart from the sump. But yeah, like I said, that'll be here tomorrow. And then we'll do part 2 as like fitting the sump, fitting the adapter plate, all that jazz, putting the engine in, and getting it prepped ready for the mounts to be made. So we'll make that like part 2, and then part 3 will be like the wiring and doing the hoses and stuff like that. And then part 4 should be it running hopefully and driving. But over the course of this week I could probably get that running probably by the middle of next week. So I'm going to film obviously those parts of the video this week, and then we'll go from there pretty much. But I hope you guys have liked this video. I know it's just a quick one, but we'll get it done, and hopefully you guys enjoy this beast. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate that, and I hope you guys have a great time.